Hey guys, welcome back. So my base makeup is done, and the makeup I've got on now is what I had for my work makeup, and I'll link the tutorial for that down below. But what I'm starting here with is the e.l.f. bronzer in St. Lucia, and on a fluffy brush I'm just deepening up the crease and the outer corners with this color. And then using the ColourPop eyeshadow Get Lucky, I'm using my finger to apply this. Now this is like a bronzy gold color. I started out with my finger here, and I'll apply it on both eyes. I've gone in for about 3 or 4 layers just to get the depth that I want, but I do go back in with a brush later on, which I found was better. And then going back in with the first blending brush with no extra product, I'm just blending out any of this color that may have got into the crease. And then taking Get Lucky eyeshadow from ColourPop again on a small flat synthetic brush. I'm just applying this to the inner corners, blending it into the first color, which was on the rocks. And also I'm going to apply this onto the lower lash line, the inner third, I would say, which I'm doing right now. This is a gorgeous gold. And then using the same brush, but on the other side, I'm going back in with the first color on the rocks, and I'm just deepening that up even more on the outer corner, just to add a little bit more of depth. And then using a pencil brush and St. Lucia again, which is the bronzer from e.l.f., I'm deepening up the outer corners. Again, this is the pencil brush is used to add precision and a bit more depth to color. And then using the same brush, I'm applying the same bronzer on my lower lash line. Now this bronzer is really warm, and it warms up the look really beautifully. Then using a black eyeshadow, this is just from one of my Sleek palettes, I am lining the upper lash line, and I'm taking this, as I can see, all the way in, but I'm not doing anything fancy with this. I do create a bit of a wing with this, but it's not going to be a stark wing as it is eyeshadow. I'm using a very small flat shader brush to do this. You can use an angle brush, you can use a gel liner, a liquid liner if you prefer. I like the look of eyeshadow on my lash line. Okay, then I'm using the same black to line my lower lash line and my lower waterline as well, but I'm only lining the outer third of my lower waterline. You can use eyeshadow to line your waterline, it's not bad. This has no glitter, so it doesn't irritate my eye, but sometimes eyeshadows with glitter can irritate your eye, so you need to be careful. And then here I'm using my Makeup Revolution palette, and I'm taking the yellow shade just to highlight the under part of my eyes, so the center part of my face. Now, when I had done my foundation concealer, I'd applied a little bit of this, but I'm going a little bit heavier just to add a bit more of a highlight. And I'm focusing this on my T-zone. And then I'm using the Electric Slide Highlighter, again by ColourPop, on the same brush I used for the Makeup Revolution palette, which is just the Real Technique setting brush. And I'm applying this on my cheekbones. This highlighter is gorgeous. I'm using the same highlighter on the usual point, which is my brow bone, above my eyebrows, on the bridge of my nose, on my cupid's bow, and on the center of my chin. And then going in with ColourPop lipsticks. This is the Ultra Matte Liquid Lipstick, and I'm starting out with Beepa, which is just a nude pink color. And then for definition, I've gone in with a slightly darker shade, which is Tulle, and I'm using this almost to create an ombre lip. So I'm darkening up the outer corners of my lips, and I'm going to use it to line the rest of my lips as well, as you can see here. And I'm just using a brush to do this. I don't like using the wand from the lipstick wand itself, because I don't like contaminating my lipsticks, but you can use that. These lipsticks, they're super long lasting, but they are very drying. So if you are going to use this, I would suggest exfoliating your lips first and then heavily moisturizing them at the start of your makeup routine so that your lips are moisturized before you apply this, because it can get really dry. And then I'm going in with the blush from the St. Lucia Blush and Bronzer palette by e.l.f. And I'm going to be using a big stippling brush to apply this because it's a really pigmented blush and I don't want a heavy application of it. So that's what I'm doing. And then I've gone back in with the bronzer just to add a bit more contour to the face. So I'm using the edge of the brush, as you can see here, and I'm just going in the contours and then I'm blending it upwards, which is what you would normally do anyway when you're blending a contour. And then just doubling up on the mascara, which I already had some on earlier. This is the Mally Volumizing Mascara, and I'm just going in with a few more layers just to add a bit more volume. You could add lashes to this if it is something that you're wearing out. I did this makeup and I was going to take it off straight after, so I didn't bother with the lashes, but you could wear false lashes and it would look really nice. And although I never normally apply mascara on my lower lash line, I'm doing so today. This was just to add a little bit more depth because I found that there was not enough depth on my lower lash line. And then just deepening up my eyebrows. So what I find is when I do my makeup very natural, which I had earlier on before I started with this makeup look, I don't need to go heavy with my eyebrows. But when I put more makeup on, I find that my eyebrows look almost undone. So I do have to go back in with a bit more pigment on my eyebrows. And I'm just using the Makeup Academy eyeshadow number 19. And then using just a brow brush just to brush that through and get rid of any excess product. And with that, that's the look complete. I really hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next week. Bye!